Listen, I have an idea.
It's how I feel when you make lemonade. Whatever today has given you. 511 headaches, still call it Thanksgiving. True.
Welcome to another edition of the Super Dupa Podcast. I'm your host, Rob Briggs, here with the super producer, Ez McMahon.
Yes. What's going on, Rob? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, just trying to avoid mean text messages,
I
brother.
hear you, man. I hear you.
Inside joke. Thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on all socials. What up, Sarah? At Super Duper Pod, SUPA, and online at HP53productions.com for our herch.
Get
And
those
additional
scullies.
content such as our, absolutely, I need to scully now.
It's
Such as
cold.
our own Ez McMahon with the Easy Smoke and GM podcast. You guys record this week?
We did not record, but big week.
After the big, whoa,
I
time out.
know.
What are we doing? I
All right.
just knew y'all recorded, dog.
We had some scheduling conflicts, but that's all right.
Okay.
We got a big game coming up Sunday against the hated Green Bay Packers. So, by the way, the Bears are the number one seed in the NFC.
So shout out to my church, Progressive Baptist Church, and shout out to Pastor Jamal. Every week he'll say something like, "Caleb, be praying for you."
Man.
Every week. And so during the service, there be people who got Green Bay jerseys on. He'll say, "Hey, listen, we see y'all with these green jerseys."
Wait, what?
Yeah, man, they be in the church with wearing the jerseys to
You know one thing I really hate?
Yeah, jerseys. of church.
Illinois Packer fans.
It's something, right? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong?
Now, some of these people aren't from Illinois. Like I'll give them that much. But there are Illinois. I think my neighbor is an Illinois Packer fan. Cause he walked out the house. I said,
I hate Illinois Packer fans.
what? He said,
Traitors.
I don't talk about it much.
Traitors
What?
is what they are. Traitors.
Nor should you. Should be a great game on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Also, follow us on YouTube at HP53 Productions, so you can find us wherever you get your content, especially Spotify, bruh, isn't it? Bob's your uncle. Shout out to my man Manny. So, Ez, first off, man, I like that hat, man. So, what team is this?
BC Lions Canadian Football League, British Columbia.
So, I mean, you have to have a room of hats now, because I've been peeping. You haven't worn the same hat twice in a minute.
No, that's a hat. I've worn some doubles.
I mean, this year, maybe, but the last few
I got
episodes,
a nice hat rack.
Hey, no, you don't have a hat rack. You have a hat like sweet. That's what you have. I got a hat rack. Okay, man. Y'all, this goddamn having. I got this Bulls hat. I got my Williams hat that got the cursive in it. That's some favorite joint. And then the Scully season has come upon us, man.
Hey, if you find me a 5950 Williams hat, let me know. I'll rock that.
I got you. Say less.
All right.
Yeah. Oh man. Speaking of number 20, we talked about this on a previous pod. 25th reunion is next year, man. I think I'm gonna definitely go, and it should be a good time.
Yeah,
man.
you should.
Yeah, I haven't been to the campus in a while, man. So looking forward.
You should.
to it.
Like I said, I told you we went back for homecoming this year. Had a blast. I'm probably gonna go back next year.
Okay.
For our 25th.
So listen, I know we got probably do the segments a little bit out of order there. So we're gonna start off with what Ez missed on the internet. So I was gonna bring this up because I just knew he saw it, guys. If you guys do the Super Duper, Ez has social media, but why? Because he doesn't look at it at all, right? Doesn't use it, not at all. And he's a very learned man.
Not much.
You read news, all kind of stuff. Details about
just because I read news, I don't have to read social media to get the news.
No, but the point I'm saying is like you would think that a person like that would also have some social media appetite, but you don't, bro.
No. Because most people on social media are idiots. Let's be real.
That's fair. And also I will say, like, a lot of things that you see on social media, you learn about it at some point later. It's really like a FOMO thing. Right? When you get down to it, it's really a FOMO thing. Look at us two old guys talking about social media habits. But so now, Ez, have you heard about this iPhone Pocket?
I have not.
So there's a new carrying case that Apple made for the iPhones. You haven't heard. It was like this is a big deal like a couple weeks ago. I just was it crossed my mind. I thought you saw it, but I just sent you a text. So I want to get your live reaction to this.
Let's see. I got it. The iPhone Pocket. Is it a purse?
It's like a long sock with a hole in it.
I'm gonna pass on this. No, I'm good.
And so you can get the short strap phrasing for $150. And then you want that long strap
This little thing is
times 12.
$150.
Oh, they have a long strap that's $230.
It looks
See,
like something that like somebody would like knit.
and
Wait a minute.
so no, it's like they took a big sock, cut a hole in it, and
What
they
is
charged them
this?
$250.
And people buying it.
Bought it, got it, walking around town with it, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
I just and so like again, people wrap it around their arm, wrap it around their bodies,
Nope.
and pay $250 on top
So
of the.
what makes this stylish? I don't get it.
It's just something different. Listen, fast forward 3 years, it's gonna be a Samsung Pocket. I won't have it because I'm
Is
too
it
old.
is it just because Apple made it?
Yes, that's it.
Or is this an Apple product?
This is an Apple product. Yes,
Nah, I'm good, man.
you're good.
I'm good.
I
I don't need
really
that.
thought you saw. I'm surprised we
I
ain't
don't
talked
need
about this
that.
already. I sure don't thought you saw this, man.
Nah. And I see why it didn't make it to my
So good.
attention. This
Listen,
is
if I
terrible.
saw you with an iPhone Pocket, it's like, wait a second,
There's,
something.
there's no way I walk around with this.
Yeah, man. So it features a ribbed open structure with the qualities of the original pleats by Issey Miyake. Born from the idea of creating an additional pocket, its understated design fully encloses the iPhone, expanding to fit more of a user's everyday items. When stretched, the open textile subtly reveals its contents and
So
allows users to peek at their iPhone display.
what keeps it from falling out?
I guess the material that's around it. My
That's
thing
crazy.
is, so here's what I thought. If you're running with it, right? Because I do a lot of running, like trying to catch buses, trying to catch Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Trying to catch, make sure some don't fly away. So I'm usually running. So I'm thinking like that won't work for me because it's like slapping in the back phrasing. Hit just that's just an aggressive statement. So I always have to hold it. You know what I mean? While I run, phrasing again.
who who is Izzy
Easy Miyake.
Miyake?
I feel like that's a person that there's a cologne in there that person. Easy
Izzy
Miyake. I feel like I've
Miyake.
heard that before.
Well, good for him. He's making big money, but no, I'm good. I don't
And
need
listen,
it.
he was like, then listen, this is how it went. Hey man, the meeting with Apple's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. What? What we gonna make them? Hey man, I got some socks.
Izzy Miyake is a cologne for men.
Yeah, I remember that. That's from high school. See, in high school, we were cologne connoisseurs. You know what I'm saying? You had the cool water, Issa Miyake, Jupe, Obsession, had them all.
Yeah, you had a CK1.
CK1. Shout out to Brooklyn.
CK1. Did you have the Michael Jordan cologne that you get for
Nah,
like five
listen.
bucks?
I'm gonna tell you
No.
that Michael Jordan cologne, everything Michael Jordan did outside basketball is a sham. It was because listen,
like he
shout out to
was
the
really
goat.
wearing that crap.
Like shout out to the goat, but he was just getting a check, and we knew it. You know what I mean? He was getting
I go front. I did when it first came out. I did buy a bottle.
everybody, dude. Everybody bought it, and he knew that. Listen, I bet you Mike's deal was like this was Mike's deal. I don't want nothing from the product. Use my
Just
name.
give me the
It's gonna
cash.
cost you this amount of
You
money.
can use the name.
Mike ain't wearing that, man. He had some obsession on, you know what I mean? Just had the Issey Miyake on, you know what I'm saying? We out here wearing this scented water on our neck. Get out of here. Neck smelling like grass. I'm cool. I'm cool, man. Yeah, okay, that's hilarious. This is your first time seeing it, man. But so no
Nah, I don't need to see it no more. I don't ever want to see it again.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
But I want to shout out my friend Tam. She just retired from the city of Chicago. Shout out to her. And she's all over social media, man. Like, retired social from like I said, the city and also had a birthday So she invited me to her retirement party. You know, she I worked with her for a long time, man. She's a very good person, very special to me. So of course I wanted to make it out to a party. And I'm telling you, she's retiring, so she's older than I am. So I figured like I'll be in there with some old people. It's cool. I'll hang. I got sisters that's old. I say it to them all the time. I mean,
I was
I
gonna
can
say,
hang with.
man, you talking in
I know.
public right now, bro.
Oh, but trust. I'm making a point.
Okay, all right, all right.
I'm hanging with my elders, having a good time, and so then they started playing some music that I was like, I know, they're playing Jay-Z. I'm in there kicking it. You know what I'm saying? They're playing DMX, they're playing Ladies Night with Missy, and I went, hold on, Rob. They're playing these Dusties. Uh, but you were in college when these came on. You're the old guy. So what I mean? It's like, Rob, you're old, man. And it's like, you think about it, you don't realize it till like that song. I was like, these songs are 20, 30 years old. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
you do really you're not a millennial, right?
I thought we had the tail end.
We're at the end of Gen X.
Jeez, man. Like, I I just want to love you by Jay-Z came on, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, Club Cheetah, the Club Amnesia, the Peanuts in LA, Bubbling in Dublin, right?
Can't deny me.
Is I was in Club Cheetah. You understand me?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
a condo now. It's probably a Burger King in New York, dude. I was in. Should I tell my
Well,
Club Cheetah
Cheetah.
story?
Wait, is 4040 still there?
Who knows? He ain't there. Jay-Z probably sold that. He like Mike with that thing. I tell you my Club Cheetah story. It's been 20 plus years since it's happened. So shout out to my friend Shabir, shout out to my homie Nick and her husband Dave. So we're in Club Cheetah. I'm wilding because he said it in a song. I'm in the place that he says. So we're in New York. I'm a Chicago guy in New York having a blast with my friends. And that was at the time I was a bit, shall we say, aggressive when it came to meeting people I wanted to dance with. So
Okay.
I'm in the spot, see something that was appealing. I said, you and me, we dancing. Now she was a little taller than me, but she was like, my feet, I got these sisters. Like, girl, give me these shoes. I hold your shoes. So she was like, yeah. So we dancing. I got the shoes in the air. Is like Club Cheetah is the best. Can't tell me nothing. We leave. My homie Nick, she goes, did y'all see that dummy holding up some woman's shoes in the middle of, in the, middle of the club? And I was like, what? Take care, ma'am. Here your shoes. Oh man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you
Didn't
talking
see
about.
it.
Damn, that guy's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? And he was having a blast though. Club Cheetah, man. What none? Let's see what I mean. As I say for about an hour and a half, they didn't play no new songs. I knew every one of them old cuts. I was like, yo, I'm the old dude. Cause hey man, we almost 50. This retirement age ain't far. If you
Absolutely. Yeah.
depending
Yeah.
on how your life shook out, man. So
Well,
but no, but all
mine is
jokes aside,
a long way away.
no, hey man,
Long way.
don't be a minute because I made some boy to say it. Let me stop. Let me stop. So I can't pod after
Oh man.
No man, but no, but shout out to her and everybody. That's, we talk about this on the pod, like when people, when we talk about college versus like trade jobs all the time. That's a lot. I think that's a topic we discuss very frequently. And we don't bash college. We're not against college. I'm for college. I think you are the same because I feel like you learn some things going away. You meet certain people.
I think there's a place for both.
I agree, and I feel like now, um, schools are starting to push that, right? Especially with the boys in our high school programs. Their high school counselor was talking about schools. This is when going to these informational meetings. They're talking about all these schools that offer like technical skills. Like kids can get like barber licenses or electrical licenses, like in high school for free on CPS,
Yeah.
right? And so when they graduate at
Well,
18,
that's the way it used to be.
and here's the thing: it's like that we at some point we made those jobs lesser than right when those people can become masters at the trade, own a business, own whatever, and hire a bunch of MBAs and
Right.
college grads to do the job for them. But I think what we need to, as we not talk about, like you were just saying, just giving kids options because you're forcing a kid to go to college and he or she ain't, and it's not gonna make it. Now they in debt, they feeling a certain way, right? And now they've spent 4, 5, sometimes 6 years kind of going one direction, right? And then trying to justify it some other way down the line, right? Well, maybe they just could have gone to been a nail tech. Like a lot of, the richest dudes I knew early on were barbers who own barbershops. You know what I'm saying? Like every shout out to my old barber. Always had a dope car, had a crazy crib, was always invested in something. You just cutting hair.
Kenny Smith was on a podcast a while back. I forget what podcast it was,
Yeah.
but he told the story of how his roommate at the University of North Carolina
Mm-hmm.
was the son of the Kohler family.
Mm.
Kohler
Yeah.
sinks and
Yeah.
bathroom and kitchen
Mm.
fixtures and that sort of
Yeah.
thing. And I guess they were talking about what they were doing over the summer, and the son said, "Yeah, I got to go back to work. I do plumbing." And he said, "What?" He said, "Your dad owns Kohler." And he said, "Yeah, but for me to work in the business, I got to know everything that's going on." And
Mm.
so he learns the trade, so he knows, hey, no one's going to overcharge me for this bolt or
Yeah.
this screw or whatever, what I'm
Or
saying,
or
whatever.
I can do it myself if we can do it ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I wish I had paid. I was talking to my dad about that. I wish I had paid attention more. Because he knows a little bit about plumbing, but my grandfather and my uncle were master plumbers.
Mm.
And, they did it for a living. And I had the cheat code, man. And now, when I have an issue with my toilet or something, man, I got to call somebody to come in, man. So
Yeah. Yeah. No,
wish
I
I
know.
wish I would have learned that.
Absolutely. Hey, well, listen, I'll share mine. I should be a master mechanic. My dad is a master mechanic, bro. And it's like, and I don't know what it is. Maybe we got these super dads. You kind of want to chart your own course to, maybe who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's just something talking my therapist about. Who knows? But it's like, it's like you just do the different thing. And I'm with you. I know enough about cars, right? I know my way around the car. I can fix, I probably shouldn't say this on the pod. I can change my own oil, change my own brakes, do all the little maintenance stuff around the car. I can do that with no problem. But it's like my dad was fixing on cars nonstop, right? And I mean, he stopped doing it obviously once he got a little older. Just got little times he just does family cars, meaning just my mama car, his car, and I take my car by the house just so we have some father son time. We oil change takes 20 minutes. We be in there 3 hours, talk about everything, talk about
Yeah.
everything. But I understand, but I'm with you, man. I think about sometimes like I should like know how to break a car down like completely. You know what I'm saying? In my when I lived with my parents in their garage, every tool imaginable. You know what I'm saying? I could have just had a lesson every day about something. So and I hear you, but and I think also too, you think about I've been looking at my children in the conversation about what do you guys want to be when you grow up? And we've talked about this before. Like, they can say whatever, and there's a way to figure out how to do it. Because we now know you actually can. And obviously, the world has changed. Social media makes a lot of things different. It's just more money out there to be made. Like, I mean, they selling socks, long socks for phones. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't happening in the 60s, right? So it's like a lot of stuff is just more possible to do. You know what I mean? Aiden's into design and video games. That might what he do. Chase, you all know, loves to sing and dance. His name would definitely be in lights. So, and that's like a possibility to do. So I just, encourage people who got teenagers or, what I'm saying, just kind of think about the kids a lot. Just listen to what they want to do. I mean, professional volleyball players, and it's still, we still need bankers, we still need lawyers and doctors, right? That's never gonna go away. But it's just more options for kids to do because you pigeonhole people into saying you want to be a doctor, and it's like that's the last thing they want to do. But they go to school trying to do it, and they got to live up to something that's like then when they 50 is now they want to be fashion designers. Like, sorry, bro, it's a little late for that. You better go back into surgery and just uncrack these necks. What's wrong with you, man? That's title episode. Uncrack these necks. I like that. That's pretty wild, man. No, but shout out to Tam Club Cheetah retirement. Gotta love it, man. So Actually, I'll do this one next. So as over the, we just had Thanksgiving break. Usually over like Thanksgiving, I don't know, it happens this way. I I catch up on like an older movie or a franchise that like, I just, just whatever. I just didn't see about it. Cause this movie, like Black Friday, if you're not shopping, you just kind of at the crib. You just chilling, right?
Yeah, was
And so
anyone Black Friday shopping? I doubt it.
I didn't. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I just was like, good luck. I see y'all soon, right? Um, but I was looking at HBO Max and I saw the Hunger Games
Okay.
was leaving soon. I was like, oh, I remember watching them. I watched the first one, but it had been so long, I forgot what happened. And I was trying to figure out, like, well, why didn't I watch this? So, I turned it back on, riveting stuff. I'm like, this is great. So then I watched the second one because all of them pretty much were out for HBO Max on Sunday.
Okay.
And so I was like, all right, I'll see it through. And I'm looking at the second, I'm like, yo, this movie is like, come on, Katniss. Katniss, you're amazing. So I ended up watching all 4 movies over the course of a weekend.
Oh
Just
wow.
how, and as you know, that's something I just don't normally do. I mean, obviously, I watched it in sections. I would like do something because it snowed a lot too. So shovel some snow, do some stuff, watch about an hour, 30 minutes, go back outside. So it took me through Sunday to watch all of them.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, how did I miss this? How did I miss? Like I remember hearing the whistles. I remember all the brand promotions all over the place.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. Obviously skyrocketed. And sidebar, we do we have our crushes. That's unofficially sponsored by Crush Soda. Shout out to Alexis Fields. I think Jennifer Lawrence is on the Crush Soda list.
I actually watched the Jennifer Lawrence movie over the weekend.
Yeah, listen,
Not
man.
not the Hunger Games, but yeah,
Hey,
I'm with you.
shout out to hey,
I'm
hey,
with you.
hey, shout. She's a Strawberry Crush Soda, unofficially sponsored by Crush Soda. That is Jennifer Lawrence. But yeah, man, I watched all 4 of those movies. It's like, yo, these things are great. And so I looked up to it as $3.3 billion.
Yeah, yeah. It was huge, man.
What? I mean, but and again, I was like, where was I? And I was like, oh, I had triplets. Kids were born. I was like,
yeah, yeah.
how did I miss these? So it's like they first 4 5 years was Hunger Games. No wonder, like I have a fake memory of hearing it,
Yeah.
but no way. I was like, that makes all the sense in the world, man. So, but yeah, great movies, man. Again, anybody who love that stuff, y'all are smart because that was amazing. Have you ever watched The Hunger Games? Have you
I have
watched?
not. I've never seen the Hunger Games.
Man, it's fan, and I think watching it now in the era that we live in with our administration, you could see like it's fun in games and a movie, but like, like, hey, you never know. Somebody get into power and some things go left. Things get weird, man. So, but I think it was definitely a great movie. And shout out to Sarah. We talked about it. Sarah's one of those book people. People like you watch a movie that's based on the books, they go, the books are
The book's
better.
better. Yes. It's always better.
Guess what, man? I'm watching the movie if I got a choice. But Sarah told me there's way more in the book that just isn't addressed. The movie addresses the love story,
Yeah.
which that's what sells,
Movies
man.
can only show so much.
Yeah,
You
man.
can only you can only
It's just
cram
like,
so much into a 2 hour 15-minute movie.
yeah. But I do. I mean, and I mean, this is not like rocket science, but just to me, previously written books that are like multiple chapters make the best movies because like you watch a movie and they make a sequel just because it was successful, and then it's like they're trying to figure out a backstory and
Right.
figure out all this other stuff, and it's like that's why the sequels are never that great because it's not like in most cases a pure continuation of the story. They
Right.
just had to make something up, right?
Right.
Obviously, when it's a book like Game of Thrones, right? That's why I did well. It was already a book, and they just adapted it to a movie or television in that case. That's why the stories they feel richer because it's like a different foundation made from it, man. So I was thinking maybe we talking about making movies. Keep writing books, guys. That's clear. That's what makes it go. Keep
Absolutely.
writing stories because then somebody making a movie, and that's the thing to think about it, man. You're just in your house thinking like, what if there was a world where people fought and to the death for food Call it the Hunger Games. And look at you. Now, 10 years later, you got a $3.3 billion movie franchise made off of your idea. So, like, all that to say is don't let your ideas go to waste, man. You never know what people are like. If Captain Under listen, have you ever watched Captain? No, you have not. You don't
No,
have
I have
kids.
not watched.
Captain
I
Underpants,
bought the who did I buy the book for? I bought it for Marshall's son. I think
bruh.
I bought a Captain Underpants book.
I mean, even like Dogman comes out, and it's like I'm looking at this like, yo, somebody just really was like, hey, this is my idea. And look, so you can't let your ideas go to waste, man. You never know. Somebody might like it, love it, and then you like, I just wrote this as a joke for my kid. Like even The Simpsons, right? That was like a what was that? The Tracy Ullman show?
Tracy Ullman. It was a short.
Yeah,
There
it
was
was a
shorts on
short
Tracy
on
Ullman.
there, and
Yeah,
it's been on TV forever. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
they can't stop making money, man. It's insane. So people, live your dreams, and also Jennifer Lawrence, you're on the crest of the list. Wasn't even a difficult thing to do. It was like, oh yeah, she up the list. Say
Hey,
less. Strawberry
go
Crush.
go check out No Hard Feelings.
Is that the one with the boy needed a date?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw it.
Go.
Try. Oh yeah,
Okay,
saw that.
okay, okay.
Saw
All
that.
right, all
But Ez, guess what? Guess what, Ez? I'll watch it again.
right.
Oh man, they killing us out there. They just scream at us right now. Guess what? We don't care. So man, last thing before we get out of here is so I was thinking about my son Aiden, shout out to him. He did this list at school about what he was thankful for. It was pretty cool because it was like, what's your favorite smell? It was like grandma's cooking. And what's your favorite place to visit? Grandma's house.
That's a
And
good
what's your
way
favorite
to
meal?
suck up, man.
Mac and cheese. So I showed my mother, she went, oh man, I guess I gotta make him his food every time he comes in.
That's
She was
right.
like, yep, he won, you know
He
what
knew
I
what he
mean?
was doing.
And so now a question he said, what's your favorite music? And he put pop music, and I went, whoa, that's interesting. Because at 13, I know I was definitely into like hip hop. You sneak in stuff you weren't supposed to be listening to. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you still hit. It's like the hip hop was part of your life, and it was like strange that I know hip hop is different now, and you know, but it was shocking that that wasn't like in the list of his. So I asked Chase, I said, "You like hip hop?" He said, "Yeah, I don't like rap. I don't like how it sounds, man. I just like
I
singing."
don't either. I'm with him.
But right, but it was like whoa because you always associated
Yeah,
rap and hip hop with younger kids, right?
yeah.
But I was thinking, is it just the music? Because I felt like because at first I was thinking, well, our stuff we could rap along with, but I mean they were still talking about drugs and killing, you know
They
what I'm saying?
were.
So it's like it wasn't like it was age appropriate, so that's not really the point. Maybe it was just better, like the beat was a little
The
better. You
beats
just
were better.
be
Well, the
right.
beat actually the beats now aren't awful.
No, not hard, but if the songs sound the same. Like I
Yeah,
think then
yeah.
it was you were trying to make a different sound. Now it's like just let's get it out there and get it going. So I went to perplexity and I simply asked, why don't kids like hip hop anymore? So this is what it spit back out to me. Kids and teens still like hip hop a lot, but their listening is more fragmented and mixed with other genres. So it can feel less central than it did in the 90s or 2000s. I was like, that makes a lot of sense, right? Rap hip hop remains one of Gen Z's top genres, but it now competes with pop, K-pop,
I was
EDM. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is hip hop pop now?
And maybe that's some of it too, right? We liked it because it was the rebellious thing and it was different, right?
Yeah.
But also I thought I was like, well, it's not like my dad. My dad was like, son, I'm listening to rap, but he's like, turn that because I love my dad imitating rappers. Hip hop hooda, hey, you cool Mo D sounded. I like that. How about the hey? What?
There was a time it sounded like that.
I was like, Dad, you like 20 years too late, man. Come on, man. You like that hop about the hey pay. Uh, but so surveys of teens and Gen Z show that rap and hip hop at or near the top of their playlist would have found 42% naming it as the main genre they listen to. Brands and youth marketing research also describe hip hop as the leading influence of Gen Z identity. That's something they've abandoned. And it's like the thing is too. This is some old man stuff. Like today's rappers don't look like our rappers, right? Like You know what I'm saying? Like you look at the people who are hip hop stars now, and it's like they got like it's like wait y'all the dudes, okay, okay, and this well people love them. They killing festivals. They're making good money, like real good money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the market is different, right? It had to be labeled in your own label, then your own label under another label. These guys
Right.
is putting out music and doing shows and sitting on bread. So it says, what feels different now? Several shifts make it seem like kids don't like hip hop in the same way. Music tastes are more mixed. Many teens, like I said, bounce between hip hop, K-pop, EDM, and hyper pop. I've never heard about that. Rather than riding just one lane, and I think that is true. Like, shout out to she, like people never believe when I say this, but like Sheezy was a backpacker. Like, it's just I don't know what to tell you. Like, you think of a typical hip hop guy, polo shirt, a red hat backwards, and a backpack that looked like he literally had spray cans in there, spray cans and markers. Like it wasn't a book bag. It was backpack. Okay, it only fit spray paint, a book for rhymes and markers. That was him, man. And it's like that's all he liked. He wasn't listening to nothing else. Like in college, I had to make him listen to R&B because we had a radio show. But it's like that's all he listened to. I
Yeah.
do feel like even with the kids list, our Chipmunk City list, like if you heard it, it's all kind of stuff on Chipmunk City. And that speaks to that musical taste. Go ahead, you're making a point.
No, no, no. I was just gonna say that. Yeah, he was big, and he was a big hip hop head, big Wu Tang. He was a Wu Tang
Oh God,
fan
oh
before
God.
anybody.
You facts,
Yeah,
super facts.
yeah,
Like he's legit a Wu Tang fan. I mean,
yeah.
and just rode the wave. Like he knew everything about it, man. So it says short term video apps like TikTok drive discovery. So kids may know only of a 15-second hook from a song instead of following whole albums or movements like older generations did. So you just kind of made the comment like about Sheezy. Like it was Wu Tang. Like it wasn't just a clip I heard on a video. No, 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 no. No. I have all the albums. I know them backwards and forwards. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's real names. You know what I mean? You're drawing the symbols on stuff. I'm trying to think, what was my group in? Well, I guess everybody's was Bad Boy at a certain point. Uh, but I mean, because there's a point it was like it was your label that you rocked with. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
you had Death Row, Bad Boy, what labels? Rockefeller,
Rap a lot.
Rap a Lot. Was that it? It felt like it was a whole lot more of that. And then, but then
uh,
also, but then it became like Neptune. Then it came the production kind of place.
yeah.
Well, first, I was
Well,
region.
no, no limit came, and then
Oh
Cash
no, limit.
Money.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so deaf. Well, I can't forget
Right,
so deaf.
right,
And
right.
before that, I mean, even Uptown was more. It was R&B and hip hop
Well, back then,
without.
Uptown Jive Records.
Yeah. Jive Records. Oh, Def Jam. I almost forgot
Oh,
about Def.
yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, what are we doing? Then Aftermath Records. It was like everybody had that was the whole thing. J Records. What? everybody had an album at a record label after that. A record label was killing everybody, man. And so I think to that point, we like the music just meant different. It was different for us, and they're making a point here too. For late millennials and older, so that's us, hip hop often felt like a central lifestyle, fashion, slang, entire social circles, while today's youth culture is more online, fast moving, and multi genre. That can make it look like kids don't like hip hop anymore, when in reality, it's one strong ingredient in a much busier musical mix. So, like, truly, we were living hip hop, right? It's like even if you weren't like how Sheezy was as a backpacker, something about you was hip hop. You know what I mean? Like something you did was like I'm part of the culture. Like actually, it's funny. I was thinking about my old boss, my mentor. I used to wear my Scully, but I would turn the ear up. People thought I was trying to be cool, but it's because I couldn't hear like when they were talking. So I turned it up, but I was just walking out with this thing. So it was like, "Oh, is that the cool?" And I would just go, "Yeah, that's how the kids were." I was like, "I don't know. I just couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear y'all. That's it." It was like, and so everything, remember LL would roll the one leg
Roll
up.
the leg. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
which I tried that once, and I was like, "This is ridiculous. What am I doing?" You know what I mean? the baggy style, right? Just then the ice and the bling. It's like it was just a way of like now it just doesn't feel like it's a culture. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like it's a cultural. You know what I'm saying? Nothing defines it at per se. And maybe we're reaching for something that was our age and our we want to bring that back, but these kids are doing something different with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so but every once in a while, I get the boys listen to hip hop song. Like we watched the Piece by Piece movie. We talked about that. We had a whole pot on that, and they like Pharrell a lot. Chase is like, wait, the music is undeniable. And Aiden at times, I had him freestyle in the car. We were just driving because I'm like that will not die. I don't care what nobody say. My kids will know how to freestyle at least. Never know, man. My life might depend on it. So Chase just won't do it. He'll start singing some hook or something like before he start freestyling. But Aiden was like, yeah, I'm in the car with my dad, having a good time. Everything's right. I was put the car over like, son, record deal. Let's do this. Let's put this online right now. Right now, kid. My man. Um, but do you miss old hip hop, man?
Do I miss old hip hop? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. I,
Absolutely.
I was
I don't feel like it's the same. I know it's evolving. It continuously evolves, and
yeah,
it's a young man's game for the
yeah,
most
very true.
part.
Very true.
But
Very true.
but yeah, I do miss it.
See, I would say I miss it, but I probably more miss because you know me, I'm a heavy R&B guy.
I miss actual lyricists.
Here's point I was gonna make. I miss being invested in an album. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Where it was like it's like somebody was like, I'm gonna make this album an experience, right? Like I'm in this place in my musical journey, and I'm now playing the bongos. I went to Egypt to visit. You know what I'm saying? I got this new sound in my head, and I wanna put this in a record. And when you hear it, it's like you can hear everything they were trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And you listen to it over and over again. You know what I'm saying? You like one week, this is your favorite song. Next week, another song's your favorite song. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're back to the first one. You just hear it over. I feel like I that doesn't happen as much anymore, right? And even now when people put out an album, it's like 7 songs. I think the Grammy limit is like 7 or 8 songs for to get a Grammy. It's a weird number. And so it's like I miss that part of enjoying music where it's like, you know, songs got a new album come out and you gotta like that's what I'm doing for the rest of the album. I remember when TP2.com came out in college and she and I had a radio show. I went to my room, I put it in the CD player and just sat on the edge of the bed, just sat there, just listened to all of this. And then we had the radio show next night. We always brought CDs and whatnot to play. She didn't bring a thing. And I was like, wait, miss. He's like, I thought you were playing this TP2.com for the whole show. I was like, no, man, we still got to do a radio show, but I appreciate where your mind was. Because I could play this entire thing. He brought nothing. He was like, I figured this way, listen to the whole show, dog. You know what I mean?
Wait,
But
I'm sorry, I know we're going on a tangent.
yeah, that's all good.
How did that work?
What you mean?
So the station didn't provide music for you guys. You guys had to.
So they did, but the thing is, we're in the middle of Williamstown, Massachusetts. They
Okay.
didn't have everything. They probably had old stuff. So like, what I would do is, Shy Divide magazine. I was legit. I would get the Vibe because it's no internet like it is now. It was internet, but not like this the vast thing searching of what's happening. You still had to get printed materials. So I would get Vibe. I would go to what all the top joints were. You know what I'm saying? And I would go buy them and then we'd play them on the show. Or like my own personal stash, just my own music that I had because the station didn't have all this stuff. Again, we're out east, so they didn't have a lot of shit. They had like Common like that, some stuff down south. You know, this didn't have a lot of things, so we would talk about what we wanted to play that day, kind of bring the music, and then go to we kind of had laid out our show, and then we'll go in there and do our show, and then we leave.
That's cool, man. I wish
Yeah,
we had that in Hampton.
yeah. Are y'all
Our
have a radio
radio,
station?
we had a radio station,
Okay.
but it was mostly a jazz format. And
That's
for a while,
hilarious.
you know what? I think my junior and senior year, we had the Doug Banks Morning Show
Mm.
was the morning show. So I guess we got the syndication rights for it. And then for the most part, the rest of it was jazz, and then we would do sports. So they would run football and basketball games on there.
Gotcha.
But that
That's
was it.
strange.
Yeah, yeah. And now the students that were in the communications department, or it was mass media arts, they worked in the radio station.
Gotcha.
But there was I don't think there was a hip hop show. If
Gotcha.
there was, I don't remember it.
So what happened is we were supposed to you had to be trained to be on the air. Well, somebody had to be trained. I don't know why I didn't get trained. Something happened. I missed it, but Darren got trained.
Okay.
And so obviously once it only had one the person to be in it, and it was fine. As long as one of us trained, we were cool because we were doing the show together, obviously. And so then, of course, I learned the boards while I'm in there. But the way they worked it out, you just had slots. Like you had to pick, and it was on based on seniority. So this since it was our first show, we were juniors. We were and we knew the guy. Shout out to man Ryu. We were. They gave us Thursday night at 10 o'clock. That was like prime college time, right?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Not really doing a lot of work yet. People still kind of out and about, so we just kind of that was our spot. That was our show, man. But I mean, if you had a slot, you could hear anything. People playing quiet rock, people just talking. People, you know what I'm saying? It was show. We somebody had like a real deep hip hop, like my man TJ, shout out to him. He had like the deepest, the mob deep records.
Like an underground.
Yeah, that came out when they was actually, robbing somebody. Right? They robbed somebody to make a record and that kind of stuff, man. And it was like, because he asked us to host this show once, but we played, and I was like, dang, this too gangster for me, man.
Oh, he gave you what to play?
He was like, yeah, play. I was like, all right. I was like, yeah, son, we out here, B. Yeah, not for nothing, B. I ain't know what I was doing. Let me get back to my shot player radio, man. This is still too aggressive. What we doing? And that's our show for today. Thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod. We do not check your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on all socials, SUPA DUPAPOD, online at HP53productions.com and on YouTube at HP53 Productions. As I miss anything?
No, I think you covered it all.
You are professional, sir.
I try.
Thank you for taking care. Wait a minute. Make sure you take care. I'm not a professional. I'm pretty tired. Make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. Hey, mama, this is the Supa Dupa Podcast.
Would you be off on this campaign? Is it suicide? If you know that bringing hope here is how careers die. Or do the K stand for kamikaze? The J silent is everywhere, you can feel them probably. Surely, lately, I've been up late with demons in my basement trying to get me to hate this. Life thinking I should be further and then I choke up. As soon as I got silent, then the truth spoke up. This said, how you know you ain't perfect? Let that soak up and soak in. You know how you know that you blessed? I woke up, and oh my God, feeling myself, know why? 'Cause I woke up. That's all it takes to be great, y'all. That's all it takes.